to do with all this free time and no work in television?
Are you gonna stick around a while longer? Could use someone like you around. Sorry, no time to chat. Got a city to feed.
Oh, head down to the pier and catch a ship.
Kill a guy?
Man, go for a ripper.
I wouldn't do for a taste of the blood.
Apocalypse out there, paradise in here. Well, close enough. I love your vacation wear. Hey, I could be a showman. I'm really good at wiggling my ears. It's, probably dangerous.
The adrenaline rush. Oh.
What an incredible show last night!
Are you visiting too?
I need a fat sandwich quick.
The day ends. The show will begin as soon as our star clown arrives.
Still can't believe that show last night. Ugh.
Have you been down to the aquarium? It's a marvel.
New to Atlantic City?
I love your vacation wear.
Oh, I just can't wait to make everyone laugh. We're all just minds in a soundless world.
I just can't wait to make everyone laugh!
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe!
Waiting around will be the death of me.
Do you know if it's
Do you know if it's happy hour?
Beat it!
I think
I'm
the
not your
Moonies
tour
really
guide.
have everything handled. I mean, it's too good to be true, right?
Waiting around will be the death of me. I just can't wait to make everyone laugh. Every second without laughter brings us closer to death.
Oh, I just can't wait to make everyone laugh.
Waiting around will be the death of me.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
I just can't wait to make everyone laugh.
Dimples? Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this! Why are you asking me? Everyone knows Evelyn Russo. Oh, how beloved she was. How terrible her humiliation. An artist like her would never accept such a fate. Oh, but that'll be me if you don't get out there soon. Quickly now! You're ruining us! Who else would I be? The mayor? Yes! I can make jokes too. Ha ha! Tee hee! Are you happy now? I have to get ready, and you have to get them ready for me. What am I talking about? What are you talking about? This is your act. Your stage, your hour to sparkle and shine. You must make them laugh. Or when I go out there, they'll gut me where I stand. Gore me with their glares. Dismember me with their displeasure. It's a sacred responsibility of the opening act. I'm doomed already if you don't know it. Oh, I'm doomed. I'm dead where I stand. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now, before our audience turns rabid. They must be starving.
Waiting around will be the death of me.
Surprise! I'm your new best friend! It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean?
Love it! Boo!
Fun fact! Nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy!
Please feed me! hungry!
Go for it!
Delicious!
Hey, this is a diet! Where's
Go
the
for
whipped
it!
cream?
Aim for the
And now,
the
for a
whipped
classic
cream.
trick with an explosive twist. Watch as this deviously dexterous merrymaker juggles live grenades!
Are those real? Grenades! This is crazy! Are those real?
Ooh, that looked like it hurt! We'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our star clown!
Keep 'em coming!
You! What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Well, if you're so interested, then fine. You weren't supposed to know about all this. But there's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. I gave them something. I still have more to give. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended, and everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise, let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. I get rid of Zayde before the final act. Indispose him, mind you. I'm not a murderer. I go on in his place. Put on the show he was meant to. No safety protocols. I proved to the city that if it's truly what they want, I too can evolve. That I'm still worth something. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation. Perhaps you're right. I've spent so much time blocking them out, focusing on myself. Of course they'd be angry at me. That's what makes it so hard. I never intended to let them down.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh, Mother has to hear about this. She's gonna send the whole city after you.
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done. Yes, they put me on their godforsaken hit list after my act went awry. They can't have anyone besmirching the showman's foolhardy reputation. So, anyone who is disgraced in the eyes of the public is erased from history altogether. Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I can. I always scrape through somehow. So long as I make it to the vertibird, they're not going to know I'm there. Especially not with Miss Lennox guarding it like her own newborn child. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zayde against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there, but we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zayde wears a protective vest underneath his costume. The blood would be on your hands, not mine. I've seen worse in these parts. Hard to make it very far with too many, morals in the way. Puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zayde and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal human dogs sniff me out.
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death. Every second without laughter brings us closer to death.
just mimes in a soundless world?
A night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life and limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! Get to your place! You're ruining us! Walking up to me? This isn't what we rehearsed! Walking up to me? This isn't what we rehearsed! So close! You might have grazed me. This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume, the layers! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, I fooled myself! They all see it! Oh, I've got to get out of here! Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline! I'll make you pay with your funny bone. I'll twist your neck like a balloon.
Distinguished guests, clowns, and showmen, brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished! This is now an open-fire venue! Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun and join the fun!
Hope you enjoyed the show!
I heard the news. The showman are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised, a taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. Now, didn't I just say I got a tight ship to steer? Even if we did have such a doe snooping around the family, who finally got too damn entitled for her own good, I wouldn't tell you nothing about that. Of course not. I wouldn't tell you how useless it would be to go after that little girl. We'd have to have a big damn reason to send guys that far away. And that girl ain't it. See, I wouldn't tell you about any of that. And that's why they count on Stan. Mm-hmm. You understand why, now that I've spelled it out for you? The Russos are long gone. That is, if there ever was a Russo. I sure don't know any Russos. Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
They're gonna come for me.
Tell me you have the dose. Devil's blood withdrawals are dangerous. In the worst cases, they can even be fatal. In the short term, we have to get Abbie a dose to tide her over. I don't know how long she's going to last otherwise. So please, fly to Atlantic City and see if you can get a dose. The Lombardi family controls the flow of blood, so you'll need to source it from them. No offense, really, but maybe you could share the story later? Abbie's in bad shape. You're a lifesaver. All right, Abbie, down the hatch.
Van? Mom? And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Oh... right. Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this, Abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him?
Now, there's no use rehashing all of that. We got you the blood, didn't we? That's what matters.
We? Don't tell me you went with them.
Well, what's with the accusatory tone? I helped, didn't I?
You helped? Why don't you tell me what actually happened? Really? Well, I'm glad to hear that then.
Oh, I'll spill the beans. They're going to fall out eventually. When I heard you had a way to fly to Atlantic City, I saw an opportunity to redeem myself. To steal the stage and show them Evelyn Russo, the fearless songstress, to remind the audience what they loved about me. But the showman found out before I could do anything, and it was all for the better. I don't know what possessed me. Going on stage without a proper act prepared, it would have been a disaster.
Are you crazy? You're lucky you made it back alive. When will you think about us for once? What you're leaving behind?
Yes, there's that aspect of it as well. You have to understand, Vincenzo. My life has always been showbiz. I don't know who I am without it. But here's to me finding out. I realized I have another role to play here, as your mother. Perhaps I haven't committed to that as fully as I should have.
Wow. Is this an apology?
Yes, whatever you want to call it. I say we've gotten too sentimental already, but, well, there you have it.
I just hope that you mean it. We really need you here.
And here I am. But let's not make it awkward, shall we? We have Abigail to worry about at the moment.
Well, that's a bit complicated. Him and Abs used to be really close back when she was younger. We never understood what changed, and now, maybe we never will. It's been really tough for her. To put it simply, I'm a disappointment to him. Abbie had a better chance of knowing than me. And you're a third party, uninvolved. He might let something slip if he thinks it's of no consequence to you. I wasn't sure if you had already put it together, but Dad was a big player in the family. It makes sense that he might know something about blood. The question is if he knows anything that could help Abbie. And if it's still possible to coax it out of him somehow. Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Abigail? Are you, all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind that there's usually another one waiting. We'll tackle that when we get to it.
Yeah, we will. Won't we? Thanks, Mom.
See what you can get out of my father.